Welcome to the second episode of the Where's Home podcast hosted by Chandler Dantzler. You can listen in on Spotify and watch on YouTube. Today we have 2023 Jacksonville University Signee, outfielder Jacob Miller. We're pumped to have you on the first podcast.
What's up, Chan? I'm excited to be here.
All right, just to get us started, just tell us who Jacob Miller is for the people that don't know.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob Miller, and for the last 4 years, I played baseball at Trinity Christian Academy, and then the next 4, I'm playing at Jacksonville University. So that's part about me, and I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit more about myself here in these next 20 minutes.
All right, just to get us started with the first topic, your teammate Brady Harris was on here last week talking about his high school season. Let's now talk about yours. He batted the best on the team with an average of .436, an OPS of 1,200, 34 hits, 17 RBIs, 1 home run. Just tell us what this season was like and what the team has meant to you the last 4 years.
First off, yeah, it was an awesome season with the guys. I feel like we had a really good, close group of teammates this year, and I made so many memories with the guys on and off the field. We competed well, played great teams, and I think the thing that I'm going to miss most about this year is just the relationships that I got to build with all the guys. I mean, for the last 4 years, I played with everybody in my class growing up. So it was awesome to take the field with them one last time, and then to have all the young, talented young guys come in too, and be able to look at them from like a leader's point of view and teach them what I've learned in the game, and be able to learn and grow with them was an awesome experience with the guys. And then personally, it was definitely a good year for sure, but it's more about what the team does, and it was a great year with the guys.
Yep. All right, you just finished your senior year at Trinity, and you were with those guys since your freshman year. Just walk me through how was having that core group of guys for 4 years.
It was awesome. We definitely built a really strong relationship through our 4 years there. And like I said earlier, we had a new group of young guys come in. So our strong group of guys that we had, our senior leadership, we were able to take the young guys under our wing and show them how to play the game the right way, how to work hard and treat the game with respect, because that's the biggest part of the game. And then teach them that baseball is a game. It's meant to have fun. You're going to fail more than you succeed in the game. And it was nice to teach them the things that our core group was able to learn throughout our 4 years.
All right. Now let's talk about, you had the same head coach for 4 years. Just talk about him and the relationship you had with him.
Coach Murphy is awesome. He's like a second father to me. We got lucky that when I came to Trinity, that was his first year too. We kind of bonded from the beginning, and me and him have very similar playing styles and very similar outlooks on the game. So it was awesome being able to call him after baseball games and go through like our mental approach and everything. And it was awesome just having him to always have my back. I knew that if I struggled or anything, I know he still believed in me, and he was always there to pick me up if I was down and teach me how to play the game the right way, really. And obviously he was able to develop me as a player, but also develop me as a good Christian man too. And it was just awesome to build that relationship with him. I think it's one that'll last me a long time. I mean, I'm following in his footsteps. He played at Jacksonville University, and that's where I'm going to. So hopefully I can have as successful of a career as he did.
Oh, that's awesome. This year, you already said you had a bunch of young guys on the team. You stepped up and you were a leader on the team. What was the difference of having so many underclassmen on the team?
It was it's an adjustment for sure. High school baseball is a lot different than middle school ball or even travel ball. So it was awesome to kind of teach those kids things that I wish I was able to learn at that young age, and teach them, like I said earlier, just to play the game well. And they're such a talented young group of kids and mature way beyond their years. So it was cool to like fine tune them just a little bit. And I'm very excited to see what they're going to do these next 4 years. Because obviously they have a lot of talent, and they play the game the right way. So it's going to be very exciting to watch.
All right. Now, do you have a favorite game or memory from this season, or even your time playing at Trinity?
So favorite game in memory was probably this year for sure. It was the game that we played against Vieira. We had a mini road trip down south. Got to play a very talented team with a very talented arm, and it was a long game. Ended up being, I think, 8 or 9 innings, and we ended up getting the win. And it was just a fun, good all around team victory. And to go down there and beat that power arm, that power team, then to be able to just enjoy the road trip back. We hit Buc-ee's on the way home, which is always a must. And then when we got back to the locker room, this is by far my favorite Trinity memory. We had all the guys sleep in the locker room that night because we had another game the next morning at Trinity. So it was fun to get all the guys sleep in the locker room together, and then me and the other outfielders. Shout out to Brady and Tyler Ellis and Aiden Arnett. He didn't get to make it there, but we pitched a tent in center field, slept outside the whole night. We had to claim our territory, and then we woke up the next morning and kicked some butt the next day. So that was by far my favorite Trinity memory.
That's awesome. All right, let's now talk about this season. Who do you think the toughest pitcher is you faced this season?
Toughest pitcher I faced this season. I got to give some love to Aiden King. He definitely came at me with some good stuff. He's at the top of the list, and then the VR arm for sure. He had some electric stuff too. So those were two of the top pitchers that I saw this year, and it was fun to compete against them.
Mm-hmm. All right, now let's talk about your training and working out. You had to do it for about 4 years. Was there ever a problem during the season with homework and distractions like that?
Not too much. The biggest distraction that I had throughout it was I fly airplanes and everything, so I was working hard to get my pilot's license throughout the middle of this season. So
Uh-huh.
that took up a lot of time and effort. So it did get stressful for a while, juggling working out, school, baseball, and flying at the same time. But they were all things that I enjoyed to do, like enjoy doing. So it wasn't hard work, but it wasn't. It was hard work, but it wasn't dreadful. Like I enjoyed doing the things every day. It definitely made me tired, but it also kind of showed what I need to do to be successful in life. That is
Uh-huh.
work hard. That's how you find success.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, now let's talk about your travel ball. I've seen you played for Coastal Prospects. Just talk about that program and how has it helped you become a leader and better player.
Coastal Prospects is awesome. I've been with them. I joined them seventh grade and have been with them all the way through my showcase years, so seventh to 12th grade. And I've built a strong relationship with every single coach there. And I attribute a lot of my success to Coastal. I mean, they were there for me every step of the way. It's an amazing atmosphere to play in. All the coaches are tough on you, but they also love you. And it's very rare to have a travel ball organization where you're constantly talking with the coaches all the time and your players. And it's really, they call it the CP family, but I couldn't agree with it more. It's just an amazing atmosphere there, and I couldn't recommend it more to anybody else out there.
Well, let's talk about Coach Corey and Coach Yost. Just talk about how they have helped you become a better player.
Oh, Coach Corsi and Coach Yost are awesome. I mean, Coach Corsi he's one of the toughest guys I know, and he coaches that way too, and that's made me a tougher baseball player. It's instead of
Uh-huh.
feeling sorry for myself when I do bad, I just got to get my butt up and keep going out there and performing because it doesn't matter what I do; it's about the team. And then
Uh-huh.
Coach Yost is awesome too. I mean, that's my hitting guy. Me and him hit all the time, and they're just both so invested in every single player. And I think that's very rare to have in a travel ball organization. But it's awesome to have them. Like I know that they always have my back and through the recruiting process and through just everything. And I knew that I could always reach out.
That's awesome. Check out our sponsor, Sports Apparel. You can find them on Instagram at Sports Apparel 2023. All right, let's talk about what happened in 2021. On October 22nd of 2021, you committed to the Jacksonville University. Just take us through the recruiting process and why did you choose Jacksonville University?
So Jacksonville University was always one of my dream schools for sure. I knew they had an amazing baseball program, and I have a family of pilots, so we're all
Uh,
into aviation. So that was my dream too. I wanted to fly airplanes and play baseball. There's not many schools that have both of those at a high level. So it was nice that I started to do my research and found Jacksonville University would be a place that I want to go to. So I started. I knew I wasn't ready yet, and I just lived in the weight room every single day, kept throwing on weight. Then when I got to a point that I thought that I was ready to be seen, I decided to go to a JU camp, and I performed well at it, and then started to talk with the coaches and everything, and then build a relationship with them, and then just after we built that relationship, they invited me on a tour, and I knew right away that's where I wanted to go. So they offered, and I committed right then.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, you're about to move into the Jacksonville University. Just tell us your goals of your first year at JU.
Goals for the first year. I just want to become a better baseball player for sure. I want to see how good I can get in a year. That's the goal every single year. But I'm excited to have people that are there that's gonna train me the right way and make sure I'm eating the right things. And I know that they're gonna show me what to do, but I still have to be the one that puts in the work. So I plan on doing that, and I'm excited to see how good of a baseball player I can become. And if that means going there and playing right away, or if that means going there and sitting, then
Uh-huh.
I want to do whatever I can to become better, and then hopefully make an impact there as soon as possible.
You're about to join the college life. Just tell us what you're most excited for.
I'm excited to kind of go out and go on my own. I'm going to live on campus and everything, so I'm excited to basically be an adult. I mean, it kind of starts there. It's the first step in your journey of growing up. So I'm excited to like be there. I have to be the one that's on top of my schedule. I have to make sure all my school's done,
Yep.
and there's nobody there that's going to say, "Oh no, don't do that." I mean, that's my job. So I'm excited to have to grow up a little bit and
Uh-huh.
really just become more of a man.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Let's kind of take it away from baseball. Just tell us what you do in your free time off the field.
So free time off the field, I do a lot of like I said earlier, a lot of flying. I love flying airplanes. It's something that's I've been doing my entire life. I live out in Baker County. It's the middle of nowhere, and my front yard's a runway. So I
That's awesome.
I spend a lot of time flying airplanes. It's kind of a family tradition. So I've grown up doing that, and it's something that I enjoy a lot. And I want to play baseball as long as I can. But if baseball doesn't work out, that's always a good second option.
Uh-huh. You talked about you just got your pilot's license on May 1st of 2023. Just tell us how you got there and what that meant to you.
Yeah, that was definitely an awesome milestone in my life so far. It was years and years of hard work that went into to get that license, and it was awesome to pass that check ride. And it was a difficult check ride. It was a really windy day and everything. I was very nervous. I was probably more nervous for that than any baseball game I played in so far. But it was awesome to see that hard work pay off and to kind of follow in my family's footsteps, because it's cool to see your parents proud of you, because that's
Yeah.
something that they're very good at too. So I wanted
Uh-huh.
to show them that it's something that I was able to do, and it was a cool thing that brought the family together, and just a cool step into my future
Uh-huh.
for sure.
All right. What motivates you to go to the gym every day and get that extra work in out the field?
Um, Definitely just this the goal in the future. I mean, for sure to make it to the big leagues. That's definitely the goal,
Uh-huh.
the main goal. But throughout that, you have to set many goals along the way. So my first goal was obviously be an impact high school player, and the next thing I want to do is be an impact college player. So I know that I'm not going to reach any of those goals if I don't go put in that extra work, because there's kids that are out there working every single day, and the kids that have more talent than me, they're doing just as much work. So I know that I have to outwork those kids to even have a shot.
Yeah. We got a few things left here. What do you think Jacob Miller's life looks like in about 10 years from now?
10 years from now, so the dream, the little kid in me wants to keep playing baseball, and I'm going to do as much work as I can to still be playing baseball in 10 years. That's the goal. But then if I'm not playing baseball, I'll be flying airplanes, and I'll be just as happy for sure. So I
Uh-huh.
have two life goals. It's going to take a lot of work, but I know that either way, I'm going to be very happy. And so I'm going to play baseball as long as I can. And if that's not God's plan for me, then I'll be flying airplanes. And hopefully, I have a family by then too, and get to enjoy life with a nice wife and kids, and be stable at that time.
Uh-huh. We got one final question here. I like to end off all the podcasts on this. What advice would you give any young baseball player or any young kid that probably doesn't even play sports? What would you say to them?
Advice to a young baseball player is for sure just enjoy the game. I mean, you're going to fail more than you succeed. It's just going to happen. You just be happy that you're out there playing the game, because if you don't, you're going to beat yourself up mentally, and then it's not going to be fun anymore. Just have fun out there. That's the biggest thing. And if you'll realize that the more fun you have, you'll start playing better too. So and then for just kids that don't play sports or anything, and even baseball players included, that if you have a goal, uh, set that goal, set your standards high, because you can do anything that you want to do, and then work hard to reach for it. I mean, it's not going to just come to you. It's not going to fall into your lap. You're going to have to learn to love the grind. So work hard every single day until you reach that goal, and that'll be an amazing satisfaction that to look back and be able to say that you were the one that put in the work and was able to accomplish your goal.
Uh-huh. All right, I really appreciate you coming on the show and talking about your baseball career. And good luck to your future at JU.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chan.
Yep.
Anytime, bud.